Hello, love dreamers. I'm Shadow Hill. So I'm going to do some book reviews on some books I've been reading this past year. We might just do one big video of book reviews, so I don't have to edit 5 million little videos. How about it? Let's do it. Mountain Magic. Honestly, this felt like it was missing the spine of the info that was in it. My friend sent me this. And they were like, this one is so wild. And you know what it is. So it focuses on the magic of the Appalachian Mountains, which is like a cosmos of several different cultures and magic, plus just stuff unique to the mountains, because the Appalachian Mountains have such a vast difference of plant life. But they have so many medical herbs and all kinds of shit up there. But it goes into like types of magic practitioners, which is cool. So, witch doctors and charm doctors, a witch or a conjure person, water witches, dowsers, war witch. There's a lot of stuff for warts in this book, in this practice. The orb doctors, bone whisperers, blood stoppers, which all sounds slightly disgusting, honestly. So the first chapter is the calling, and it goes over all the different kinds of witches. Mountain medicine explains like the folk knowledge and the folk like medical practices. There's a whole thing on the herbs, and it's long. Charms and curses, a few things. Witch balls and witch bottles are slightly different than what normal I know about them. And then there's some more on the seasons in the mountain astrology, which is really cool. Now, there's one thing I think is cool. So they have a rule up here, a rule of three rule. Well, you have to learn from someone of the opposite gender, like the craft, from the opposite gender. And each witch can only teach 3 people the craft, which is a very interesting rule. I thought was cool. But they have, like, a lot of those spells come from, like, Bible verses. But then they have all the other usual witchcraft elements and, like, a little bit of hoodoo and some cool stuff like that. And some, like, English magic as well. It's like a blend of several different cultural magical practices in the Appalachian Mountains. I would like a more in-depth book on this so badly. It's also very pretty, by the way. It is very, very, like, pretty. Thank you. Yeah. So I got this book because one of my coworkers, this is her main, it's a word that starts with an S. Told this word about 7 times now. Main patron, let's do that. Ymir is basically a African god of the sea, who traveled around with her people during the slave trade, and is now all over the world. There are several kinds of traditions. Do you mind involving Ymir and the other gods in her what do you want to call it? Mythical storyline? You know, like there's the Greek myths and then there's these myths. You know what I mean? This is a very cool book and deep diving into a goddess I never heard of, especially since it was recommended by someone who worships her. And I enjoyed it quite a lot. I don't know if I'll personally worship Ymir. Maybe I'll do a few like tributes to her. Do you mind? But I mostly read this for the cat. Hang on. Do you mind? For the mostly just to learn more about another religion, because one of the reasons I am Wiccan is I enjoy learning about religion. So this was cool. Okay, I needed to grab a Dr. Pepper and then the string because my cat is attacking my feet. So hopefully this will keep his claws out of my toes for the last couple books. Let's go. Wiccan festivals, celebrations, and rituals. I love this. This was a very pretty book as well. But it was cool. It also mentions holidays you don't normally hear about when people talk about the Sabbaths, like Rock Poker's Knot, which is the night before Beltane. You could consider it a part of Beltane, but like fun. We did a live stream for that one. It should be up on this channel. Go and watch it. It was just me doing some stuff in the BOS because I was too tired for a ritual. I don't know where he is. There he is. There's a little bastard. I don't know, just something. Very good. It goes to like, it gives you something to do for each Sabbath. And there's a ton of books on the Sabbath now. But this one was fun. It also goes into things like a hand fasting. Or stuff you do when a baby is born. You know, those type of rituals. Which is cool. I liked that, because I didn't really know that much about them. So the fact that there was a book that included them was great. Thank you. This is the first book I've gotten from James Patterson. Scott Cunningham. Jesus fucking Christ. Scott Cunningham. Basically to James Patterson of Wiggle, let's be honest. Yeah, all on crystals. And, you know, Scott Cunningham, there's a reason why everyone recommends him. Because this was on crystals, I believe in you. But, like, it's, like, more in-depth than the Crystal Bible, I think. And there's so many notes here. And spells, but he also has exercises for you to do with it, like how to incorporate your stones with tarot cards, and things like that, and how to, like, just practice little bits of magic, and scrying with stones, and things like that, and the meanings of stones. He also referenced stuff that you would only hear about, like, in a Wiccan class, I feel like. Like, there was something in this book I read, what was it? And then was brought up in my next Wiccan 101 class, and I was like, holy shit. Let's see, where is it? Aha! Projective and receptive energies. Never heard about that till this book, and then it was brought up in class. And that's, like, something I feel like should be in every basic Wicca 101 book, but it's not. Anyway, it was a great book on crystals. I haven't really done that much study on crystals. But now I want to buy, like, 26 crystals in order to do the tarot thing? Yeah. But hey. Great little bit of books. You know what? Let's do the rest of the books. Hang on. I got the rest of the books that I finished reading this year. Let's go. So this one, we know what we're in for when we do this, right? Like, when we read this. Like, it's just a bunch of little short, informational, what do you want to call articles about different things and cool shit you can try from all kinds of Wiccans, witches, all over the world. Lovely. So much fun. Love this. Let's see, and then in the middle it tells you about the magical thing of each day of the year. Let's see, we are in May. It is May 22nd, I believe. I should start incorporating the color of the day in my thing. Okay. It is Harvey Milk Day, California. California, what does that mean? It's a waning moon phase, fourth quarter. Color crimson. I don't have any red on me, man. Well, I do have some glitter. Moon sign Pisces. Moon enters Aries at 12:26 p.m. That already happened. Insect, nutmeg. Yeah. Alright. Little Book of Halloween. So this Little Book of Halloween. This is fun. I live in Salem. I love Halloween. I mean, this is fun. It was just stuff you could specifically do for Halloween/Salmon. And I will be rechecking in on this book in, like, September. For shit to do in October. On top of Wogan and Salem. This Civil Book spells. It's just a spell book. If anyone doesn't know what a civil spell means, it means it's a generally a good spell. You know, it's not like an evil spell. Basic criteria. Things you need to know. It's cool, cute, and it's like good old Silver Ravenwolf, Relover, Great Awful. Great book. Lovely little handle of the spells. I need to start practicing more spells. In my extra time, haha. How often do I get to record videos? Goddess magic. This was fun. This was one of those, you know, it just tells you about a bunch of different goddesses from a bunch of different religions. And now I have a ton of stuff that I would like to dive into, you know? You buy a book like this in order to figure out more things you would like to learn. That's what you do. So we got halfway through this, and black bonus not on the notes taking, so next time we do, we continue with this book. Oh god, I have the book saddle portal. It's okay. But I did like this book. A very good book full of familiars and stuff, because no one really talks about working with familiars or the history of them, but this one dived into it, and I appreciated that, because familiars are one of the coolest things about being a witch, in my opinion. I've been doing a lot of videos today. The makeup video went way longer than it should have. Alright, last book. This one, it's just a book on witch queens, voodoo spirits, and hoodoo saints. It doesn't teach you any hoodoo or voodoo, but it goes into like the New Orleans legendary, you know, and it was cool. I think the people I enjoyed the most was like Annie Christmas. Annie Christmas, there was another, who was the other lady? Who was the other lady? Baron Samedi, Baronsamedi, Voodoo Spirit of Death. How badly did I pronounce that? Let's see, and, Aunt Julia Brown. I thought her story was cool as well. Those were my favorites out of the book, but there were way more, and you should check them out. And again, my cat is attacking my feet again. But we are at the end of the video. That was my big, quick review of all the books I've read so far this year. There will be more. I have more on my shelves to read. But yeah, you know, just show off some books. Say what I think about it. Let me know if you've read these books. Let me know if you want to read these books. See you next. Bye!